Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm WeebSack and I enjoy reading horror manga, mostly stomach turning and terrifying horror manga, but I would like to backtrack and I want to suggest some rather tame horror manga for those just getting into the genre. So let's stop delaying and hop right into it. I'm going to kick this video off with one of the greatest manga authors of all time, Junji Ito. Now, Junji Ito has a plethora of horror stories you can sink your sick and twisted teeth into, many of which are rather tame compared to some of the other crazy manga that's out there. Now, Junji Ito, in my opinion, specializes in body horror, so most of his stories contain some really gross things, like the chick that turned into a slug, or the model chick. Yeah, I'm sure you get it. Honestly, I suggest Junji Ito because his stories are just honestly amazing, and it's a great starting place, so check some of them out. Up next we have Tokyo Ghoul. You may or may not have seen or read Tokyo Ghoul because it's pretty damn popular. Now, Tokyo Ghoul isn't the craziest horror manga out there, but I suggest it because it has a pretty good story if that's what you're looking for, and it sprinkles in some gore and some violence, all that lovely stuff you'd want in a horror manga. We have another manga that fulfills all that amazing body horror, that manga being Parasyte. Quick synopsis: these parasite alien things come from space and infect people. Our MC gets lucky and the parasite only infects his hand. They team up, fight the less fortunate people who are completely infected, and I'm sure by now you've already seen the crazy body horror stuff on screen, and it's pretty bone chilling, but it has a pretty good story, so check it out. It's really good. Parasyte's absolutely insane, man. Damn near every human that was infected by these parasites turned into like giant mouths. Like seriously, they just open up and there's a mouth. It's honestly disgusting and just terrifying, but it's great. I rate it pretty highly. And the anime as well. The anime is pretty good too. Mirai Nikki, or The Future Diary, is the next horror manga. This one is a little different from the rest on this list. It's not all about crazy ghosts and goblins. Now, there is a whole lot of supernatural stuff with diaries that tell the future and a whole battle royal setup, but Mirai Nikki leans more towards psychological horror, whole bunch of mind-fucking and terrible things humans can do. And hey, a yandere, I know you like that. We all do. Don't try to lie to me, alright? I couldn't even begin to explain the whole plot of Mirai Nikki because it's like you have betrayal, gods, I guess, murder. I think someone got their head cut off at one point. And then also in Mirai Nikki, they have the eyeball dude. That dude was pretty weird. Listen, it's weird, alright? It's really weird. It has this whole supernatural thing to it. It's crazy. The psychological horror is wild. There's so many twists and turns. If you want something that will keep you on the edge of your seat while reading, Mirai Nikki is definitely the way to go, because I promise you, if you haven't seen it already, some of these twists will just absolutely catch you off guard. So check it out. Lastly, let me introduce you to Highschool of the Dead. So far we have covered body horror, psychological horror, and horror with a good plot, but now it's time to cover some zombies, because zombies are a pretty big staple in the horror genre. Highschool of the Dead isn't your average zombie manga though. Oh no, it goes way beyond that. While you have a good bit of terrifying zombies and a whole lot of action, you also have some crazy lewdness, and I mean a lot of lewdness, and along with that, some comedy. Highschool of the Dead honestly covers so many areas. It's horror, zombies, action, titties, and comedy. That's insane. Now, if I'm being completely transparent with you, I'm not the biggest fan of this manga or the anime. I just included it because it was the tamest horror manga I could think of, and it's not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. So check it out. But that about does it for this video. Let me know your favorite horror manga down in the comments. Also, let me know if you decide to check out any of my suggestions. Make sure to check the description for all of my links, and more information on the manga I suggested will be down there as well. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.